Hi, I'm Danny Ecker in for Lisa Leiter. Here's what's happening in Chicago business today. An update this morning on Cubs owner Tom Ricketts' continued effort to find funding to rebuild Wrigley Field. As Crain has learned that Ricketts has met personally with Mayor Rahm Emanuel in recent weeks about a new public funding scheme. And I'm joined now by Crain's columnist Greg Hines. Greg, what can you tell us about the plans and sort of what is developed here?
Well, Hope Springs Eternal, Mr. Ricketts has laid out a menu of options of sorts that would a variety of different ways for the state, the county, and the city to all chip in to provide the money he says is needed to help him rebuild Wrigley. About $400 million in total, half from him, half from the public.
And how is this different from what has been proposed, the talks that have been going on in the last few months even?
The scheme itself has a little bit couple more preambutations. What's really different is that Mayor Emanuel is said to be interested in doing this in a way that Rich Daley, the former mayor, wasn't. Maybe it's the fact that Daley was a Sox fan, Mr. Emanuel is a mile from Wrigley Field, who knows, but he seems to want to do it.
Okay, now what are the chances that anything actually comes of this? I mean, you've talked about this in your blog, that anything actually comes in the near future, developments in getting money to fund this?
It will be difficult, not impossible. Mr. Emanuel has a very tough budget. He's going to be probably laying off people, maybe raising taxes one way or another, and it's kind of hard to rationalize giving subsidies to billionaires, which the Ricketts family is. But mayors of Chicago who really want something in this town have a habit of getting it.
Okay, Greg, thanks for the update. That's an interesting story. The stock market, meanwhile, plunged this morning amid more fears of a slowing global economy. The Dow Jones had dropped more than 500 points in early trading this morning, while the NASDAQ and S&P 500 were down more than 4%. The Crain's index of local stocks was also down around 4%, as many major Chicago companies joined the slide. The consistent market swings this month have also been joined by an uptick in first-time jobless insurance claims, which rose by 9,000 to 408,000 in the week ended August 13th. According to new numbers from the Labor Department. Well, a group of former LaSalle Bank executives has filed an application to start a new bank. It's the first application to open a state-chartered bank in 2 years. The group is led by Harrison Tempest, the former head of LaSalle Bank's parent company, and aims to launch Front Street Bank, a lender that would bid for assets and deposits of Chicago area banks seized by the FDIC, according to the application. Since the beginning of 2009, 32 Chicago area banks have failed, with experts predicting more to come. The group states in the application that it would attract customers who, quote, prefer to conduct business with a locally managed institution. And Walgreen officially announced this morning the launch of a new product brand called Nice as the drugstore chain tries to revamp its private label business. Items under the Nice label will include food like macaroni and cheese and bakery items and will aim at phasing out store brands Cafe W and Deerfield Farms. Most Nice products will roll out early next year along with a broad national marketing campaign. And that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more business headlines, stick with chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.